Hi guys, welcome back to another day of living a life with Bartonella. Okay, so here's the thing. Today I want to talk about some of these weird, quirky things that happen. Things that we do that we don't necessarily mean to do. Abnormal things that we just never did until this happened, which probably is everything, right? So here's the thing. I've noticed, and God forbid, really, I forget to breathe. I know that sounds funny. These are involuntary. What's supposed to be voluntary is involuntary. Yeah. Sometimes I just hold my breath without realizing it, and this is while I'm awake, and then all of a sudden I'm like, or I'll take a couple involuntary, couple breaths. It's really weird. I don't know what's causing this. I haven't brought it up to the doctor because, let's face it, every time we go to the doctor, we have a list this long, or actually longer, probably as long as we are. So yeah, that is just some of the strange things that I do. Now, mind you, I've had this for years upon years upon years. And of course, because I've got Bartonella currently, I've also come into like maybe another strain of it. I don't know. But it doesn't stop at that. I have an uncle who ended up becoming deaf due to polio. God bless him too when he was alive, because he was a lawyer all through his years, the whole 9 yards. My aunt, she was a godsend. She was there to help him with everything. But one thing that was really weird was that, when he's deaf, he can't hear what he's doing. So he makes these noise. He used to make these noises that were like, not all the time, just here and there. And I notice that sometimes I'll catch myself making a strange noise, and then I'll hear it, and then it's like, what the hell am I doing? I don't know if you guys go through that, but I know I do. It's not all the time. Just every so often. Roger's hard of hearing, thank God, or he'd be thinking that I was nuts. My kids have caught me, like Dakota will say, why are you making that noise? And I'll be like, I don't know. I always say, Bartonella, lime, whatever. So, yeah, I make noises sometimes. Not all the time, not every day, all day, anything like that. Just once in a blue moon. I always do a lot of sounds like I'm disgusted too. Another strange thing that I do is I'll be thinking of something in my head, and sometimes I'll respond with something out loud. It's almost like, don't get me wrong, I'm not talking to myself or anything like that, but it's almost like I can't differentiate keeping it in my head and vocalizing it. So sometimes I tend to hear something in my head, a thought or something, and then I'll just say it out loud. It just doesn't ring right with me. If I saw somebody doing that, I'd be like, okay. I wouldn't say anything. I just, yeah. So I guess I'm, so yeah, that's just something else that I do that's really bizarre and off the wall. But the breathing thing probably scares me the most. It's one thing if, you stub your toe and you're like, or you're in labor, you know, and the nurses are sitting there, you have to breathe. I mean, and you're like, I'm trying. Why don't you do it for me? It's one thing, you know, but to be like this, normally I'll be sitting at the computer typing and just forget to breathe. That's scary. I'm not talking about so much when you sleep, because when we sleep, it's a different story. Sometimes we do tend to hold our breath. It could possibly be apnea or something along those lines. But yeah, it's just some weird quirks. So if you guys have any like really strange, weird quirks or something like that, I'd be so interested in knowing what it is that you do. And I'm not talking about, you know, you're really intent on something and you're making these funky faces, because I think everybody does that. But I'm talking about forgetting to breathe, making strange little noises, making a noise like something along those lines. All right. Sorry this was short and brief. It was just something that I thought I would throw out there. Something that is totally off the wall. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure nobody ruins your attitude or your disposition today, because you are special. Love you. Have a great day.